Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Authoritas Tea Time SEO. This is on daily at 4 p.m. British Summer Time, so that everyone can take a break, connect with others, and learn something new. My name is SEO Joe Blogs, and I am...
Hi, and I'm Carrie, and we're joined today with Luke and Kristina. Hi, guys.
I don't know why there's a repeat there. One second. Okay, what about now? Is there an echo now? I think maybe someone had the video, the YouTube on at the same time.
No.
Not guilty. I can go on mute, though.
Is there still an echo, Joe?
Okay. That's okay, sorry, that was just maybe a technical issue. Apologies for that. So welcome everyone to Tea Time SEO. Thank you all for joining. It's where we can connect with each other, take a 15-minute break, and learn something new. I'm SEO Joe Blogs here at Authoritas. I'm also joined by Carrie Shepherd.
Hi guys, it's good to see you all. I hope you had a good weekend. I am Carrie Shepherd. You probably got an email from me about 15 minutes ago. And we're joined with Luke and Kristina. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Very nice. How's everybody? I'm going half a beer.
Nice work, nice work. And we're calling from Barcelona. Carrie's in Putney, Kristina's in Toronto, and Luke, where are you?
I'm in Birmingham, in the UK.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Great international team here. So pass over to Kristina to introduce herself, and then Luke.
Okay, hey everybody. I'm happy to be here, and I'm having my awesome tea today with Canadian takeout. So I'm joining from Toronto, Canada. I'm an SEO consultant, and I've been working for like almost 10 years in the industry for agencies and for companies, for in-house companies. And last year, I became an individual SEO consultant. And even though I love all the shapes of SEO, e-commerce is my real passion. So I'm really excited to join today, specifically on this e-commerce specific session. Yeah, and I can't wait to share my tips with you.
Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Luke Carthy. I'm an e-commerce consultant, and also, can I just say how absolutely over the moon I am to be doing this with Kristina? Couple of caveats I want to throw you in. 2 children are present at the moment. One is to my right, and the other one is in the next room. So if there's screaming, if there's noise, I can only apologize. I'm going to mute in between. But yeah, things are probably going to happen after the break. But yeah, I am an e-commerce consultant. I've been in love with e-commerce since the age of 18. I've worked for brands such as Caterpillar and Renault, and all sorts of things. But I'm absolutely obsessed with SEO and sales growth, and CRO specifically. And yeah, in-house agency. But that's not important. I've got some really cool stuff I want to share with you, and I'm really looking forward to recording this with my terrible beard. I am so sorry. But yeah, thank you.
Great. Well, thank you very much. I also wanted to say, everyone, we're going to have a Q&A at the end, so please drop your questions in. And I also wanted to say a quick hi to everyone that's joined so far: Alice, Lawrence, Larissa, Arij, Sarah, Claire, Charlotte, Claire again. So thank you all. I'll pass over to Kristina, who will share her top tips. And apologies for the technical issue earlier today.
No, it's not a real virtual meetup of technical issues, right? So that's okay. And by the way, Luke, your beard is awesome. So that's so yeah, today I'm going to talk about some quick tips that you can use for improving SEO for the product pages. if some of you were on the Women in Tech SEO festival that was earlier in March, you might remember that I shared that one of the most visited pages on the e-commerce websites are category pages. That's awesome, but at the same time, some product pages are also very important. And actually, for some businesses, they are more important than category pages. Think about, for example, if you sell WordPress plugins or Magento plugins, people will most likely land on the plugins pages. Like when somebody is looking for a page speed plugin, they will probably they will need to land on the product page versus your category page. So the two common issues that I've seen a lot with my clients are, first of all, the names of the products that don't have sense. I mean, they don't really describe what the product is about. So if to continue with an example of a page speed plugin for WordPress, if you name it just Page Booster or Speed Booster, what is it about? Nobody knows, right? And the problem here comes when, in most cases, title tags and H1 tags are formed based on the product names. So if the product name sucks, it means that the title tag, it means like, yeah, let's be honest. It means that the title tag and the H1 tag will also not be like really good, right? So this is the issue number one. And the second issue is that in many situations, there are no processes around editing the existing products on the website and adding new products. And as an SEO, I want to provide scalable and repeatable growth to my clients, right? I don't want to fix a few products, then the next week new products appear on the website and I need to fix them again, right? So this means that I need to create a process and help the client to upload or edit these products. So a few tips how to improve two situations. So first of all, you can check out the current titles, the current names of your products. If they're too specific, if they're too general, if they don't make sense, you should change them. Because as I said, sometimes, in most of the cases, not sometimes, in most of the cases, title tags are formed based on these names. What you can do if, for example, I don't know, the company doesn't want to change the name, you can change the templates on which the title tags are based. For example, I have a. Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay. Yep. So here's an example of a product name which doesn't really describe what this product is about. And what I pointed out here is that, for example, we can add the category name to the template of the title tag. So it will sound like Fizz and Surprise Dragon novelty toys, and then the end of the title tag. In this situation, it gives you more understanding of what the product is about. It's a novelty toy, right? And so this is one thing. And in my experience, I had a client who had a product which was like they wanted to discontinue it because it wasn't sold. So what we did, we came up with the process around like how to name it. We renamed it. We wrote the tags based on the new name, and it actually became a bestseller. So it's a really powerful thing that many people just don't think about. So first tip is to check the title tags, to check the product names, and see how they can be improved. Either change them or add category name to the title tags, like variable to the title tags, so that the title tags have more context on what the product is about. It's a little bit complicated, but yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. And the second thing is to have a clear process of editing and adding products. I've been in situations when, for example, there is a product and then it goes out of stock and then it goes in stock. and but the managers of the website, they add the product as a new item, and you end up with 2 pages with almost the same description, the same name, but one of them is out of stock and the second one is in stock. This shouldn't happen. And as an SEO, you can find yourself in a vicious circle when, again, you improve something and then the same things happen, the same issues are happening again and again. So in this case, what I try to do, I create processes, how the product should be named. Again, to have a proper title tag and H1 tag. Then how the URL should look like. Should it include articles or some additional words or not? Should it be smaller or bigger? Then the description. All this information is really important. And what I also do, I just remembered about this, the images. I don't like these images which are named 1, 2, 3 background image. It doesn't make any sense because in this case, the website is not going to rank in image search. And for many e-commerce websites, ranking there is actually really important. So yeah, the process should also include the name of the images, of the product images that should be added to this page. So once you have this process, it will help you to fix the issues that will not even arise, just before they do, because your client has many people on the team, new people coming, and they don't always think, they don't know SEO, they don't think about this. But having such processes and also revising the names of your products, as well as the templates of how your titles are generated. These are quick wins that can help you capture more traffic and, what is more important, conversions on your product pages. Yeah, that's it for me today.
Great, thank you, Kristina. So to sum up, also we'll have some questions at the end, but you said to check the current product names, check how the title tags are created, and also create that clear process.
Yes, exactly.
For adding those new products. Great, thank you. Oh, and hello, Andy and Tamara and Azim, who have just joined us, and Blake. So I'll pass over to Luke. Thank you very much, Kristina, for Luke Carthy's top tips.
Hey, what's going on? So, first of all, metrosexual mode. If anyone's listening, this is it's huge. A pint of tea, what you need in your life. All right. So, first of all, check your 404s. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to hit spacebar, but I can't because there we go. Awesome. She's all over this. So thank you, Joe. And I'm not talking about Google Search Console, by the way, which is normally where you go to. When it comes to 404s in e-commerce, they, of course, directly impact sales and not just SEO. It's the sales I want to talk about today specifically. Joe is good. Wow. Okay. So Google Search Console prioritizes 404s by SEO impact and the frequency in which they occur across the site. But when it comes to e-commerce, we want to be in a situation where we look at 404s by the number of page views that visitors see them. And the reason why this is so important, imagine you have old products, for example. You could be in a situation where a product you've taken off the website, it now 404s, and you could have thousands of people looking at these pages every single month. Now, there may not be high priority on the Google Search Console report because there's not a lot of SEO equity there, or they're not linked to very often. But this is a potential big gold mine of dead traffic, right? From mainly a UX and CRO point of view, you've got a lot of people going to a page that doesn't exist anymore. So using Google Analytics, we can do this. We can absolutely make sure that you're identifying 404s by page view impression. So here's an example. We don't want this. Naturally, we don't want this. We want to be able to fix this so we can make a better experience for visitors, for users, for potential customers. So to do it in Google Analytics, for many websites, this isn't always the case, but for many websites, when you have a 404 page, you will have 404 or page not found or some kind of static text in your title tag. Now, what you may not realize is that Google Analytics captures the page title by default. So you can build a custom report in Google Analytics to just capture that static bit of text that you would use to identify a 404. By doing that, you can capture all of your 404s by the number of times each visitor or total visitors have accessed it. There you can go and fix those 404s that are more likely to cost you sales, rather than just looking at 404s that have the heaviest SEO impact. Number 2, I think that was my daughter screaming. Number 2, check your queries, okay? And what I mean by this is your internal search queries. I'm talking about your own site search. And there's huge amounts of gold to be found in no results found. Specifically, check your top 100 or 1,000 queries at least once a month for opportunities. And I'll give you the perfect example of why this is so important. So the number of queries and how frequently you check them is so important. Holland and Barrett. Everyone in the UK, maybe across Europe, will heard of the Holland and Barrett brand. They're a huge kind of high street online presence of vitamins, minerals, healthcare. Now, when you search for coronavirus, there's absolutely no results found, which is a bit of a shame. But of course, they have products that can help with coronavirus. They have hand sanitizers, they have hand washes, they have pain relief to help if you were kind of in the thick of it. So this is why it's so important to check so frequently, because trends happen all the time. Coronavirus was nowhere near as big a deal as it was this month as it was next month and the previous month before. But I guess the last thing I want to leave you with is all of this can be done at scale with custom extraction. And I would love to kind of pull snippets out of this, but time is precious. And I don't know if my kids are going to jump into shot, and I'm kind of scared. But this can be done at scale with custom extraction. And I've done a Whiteboard Friday. Is that what it's called? Yeah, a Whiteboard Friday on Mars. You can go check it out. But that allows you to go and crawl hundreds, thousands, if not tens of thousands of search queries. But you can also go and do that with 404s as well. And I'll explain everything you need to do in that webinar over there. Yeah, thank you. I think that's everything. Yeah, questions and answers.
That was great. Thank you very much, Kristina and Luke. And hello to as well Floor, John, Cabot, Paul, Andy. This is great. Loads of
so many
people here.
Azim says he likes my beard. He's lying. He's just trying to be nice. This beard is terrible, man. There's nothing nice about this. But I'm trying to get the Idris Elba look going on. I don't think it's working, but we'll see.
Great. Well, drop your questions into the chat. In the meantime, I think we've got some questions for you. Oh, actually, we've got one. Think here around
we have one in the comments. So it says, you see a lot of e-commerce category pages with SEO text stuff in the header or footer of the page. Is this a good or bad SEO strategy?
Well, can I go?
Yeah.
So for me, I don't like that term SEO tags, because for me it says that there is no, like, people usually say this, that there is no value in these tags on the page. So my thoughts on this: first of all, Google pays lots of attention to text, so it makes sense to add text to category pages. But the idea is to not just to add spammy text, make it useful. So yeah, I feel I see it as a good strategy, but at the same time, it should not be, it should not look spammy. It should make sense, because otherwise, if your category page has only listings of products, if it's not enough for Google to consider this page relevant, what else can you do? You can add text, which helps to make this page relevant, but make it useful. That's the main point. Maybe we have something else.
No, I'm absolutely full agreement with that. That's 100%. Content's got to be good quality, informative, not spammy, not just there for the sake of putting it there. But then also consider UX as well, right? Like, you don't want huge amounts of content kind of hiding or making people forced to scroll to get to the products that they actually want. So just be clever and strategic of where you put that kind of content. And I'm not saying necessarily move it to the footer, and I'm not saying put it to the top of the page. It depends on what's going to work best for you. But yeah, what I'd also say, just to add a little bit more to that, is when it comes to like faceted navigation, you want to make sure you're not duplicating that product category content across all your permutations of facets. Otherwise, it just gives you huge amounts of duplicate crap that nobody wants.
Yeah, the way to go around, I don't know, would be to use templates and like have some initial text, and then if this filter is about, I don't know, green t-shirts, my favorite example, then the variable should include green t-shirts instead of just like t-shirts or something.
All right, should we just go and do our webinar, Kristina? Should we just go to the thing? Yeah, we'll do one after this. It's fine. I'm so sorry. I haven't been outside for ages, man. Like I feel like a dog who's trying. I'm so sorry, but I shouldn't.
Okay, so we have another question from Claire. Can either of you recommend a really good roundup post that details the various ways of dealing with end-of-the-line, out-of-stock products?
Actually, Aleda, she had a really great presentation on women in tech SEO. There is lots of like always gold. There's so much information about as well as like how to deal with out of stock products when they go like discontinued forever or like for some time. For lots of things to learn there.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. I'm really going to try my hardest not to be a narcissistic guy here, but I did write something. Think
you can promote yourselves. It's fine.
It's so un-British. Right, I'm going to promote.
Break out the British shell. Break it out.
I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, like Optimize. Luke Carthy discontinued products. Google that. There's a number of things. There's Optimize did an awesome video for a presentation I did, and there's a blog post and there's some stuff. But yeah, it's a big problem. Like there's not really 100% right way, and there's not really a purely wrong way. But there's definitely a solid foundation you should follow, and then you just kind of tweak it depending on your vertical or your situation. But yeah, my own stuff, I guess.
Good. Well, they can also reach out to you on your Twitter handle, and we'll also be sharing this video on Twitter, tagging you into it.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then we have quite a few questions to get through, guys. So we got one from Azim Digital. How do you think the e-commerce business will respond to their business planning post coronavirus? Imagine that would have thrown their long-term plans out of the window. How do they bounce back?
So the first thing that jumped into my head real quick is, can I just give a massive shout out to the guys at eComChat, hashtag eComChat. There was a 3 questions they posed today at lunchtime, the UK time, and it was literally a whole thread about specifically this topic. So I recommend you go and check out the eComChat hashtag on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, I've got some.
Okay, we'll do
well,
that. eComChat. Do you want to put it in the? I don't know if you can put it in the chat. eComChat.
Yeah, eComChat. There we go. And it's also, I think it's also an account as well. So at eComChat and hashtag eComChat.
Okay, I'm just putting in the chat now.
Anything else you want to add?
I think we just had, if we have time for just 2 more questions, one from Blake and one from Neil.
Yeah, so Blake asked, have you seen a noticeable difference in how each different e-commerce CMS handles technical SEO? And is one better than others?
Bro, how much time we got, man? Kristina, hit them. CMS, Magento, you know your thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, different content management systems handle this differently. But what I would say, you have the out of the box product, and you can also have some extensions added. So if you want some specific things like an option to have match robots on each page individually, like to change meta robots, you can use an additional extension. What I want to point out here is, for example, when it comes to Shopify versus Magento, if you go with Shopify, you should expect that you won't be able to change many things. Like, for example, their robots.txt or sitemap XML, they're doing this on purpose because they don't want people to mess up with this, because Shopify is more the target audience is not really tech savvy people. But when it comes to Magento, it's more it can be edited in many cases, like in many scenarios, but you should invest a lot. So if you don't have like, or if your client is choosing content management system and they're like small business, small company, and they don't have lots of resources to put into development, don't choose Magento. That's the main thing.
I like that. I think a really nice middle ground for a CMS is kind of WordPress and WooCommerce. I know people are like, what? WordPress haters come out, but WooCommerce is like Spotify. Spotify. Wow. Okay. Shopify. Sorry. But a lot more flexible, a lot more fluid. So it's kind of like the best of both. And it's really easy to set up. The barrier to entry is quite low. I think it's a really powerful platform. Out of the box, it's not so great. I'll give you that. WordPress, you can talk about the whole slow thing, insecure. But look, any CMS out of the box is probably going to be insecure. Like, Magento out of the box probably isn't going to be great. It takes configuration. It takes specialists to go away and make that thing an SEO-friendly platform. But when it's done right, platforms like BigCommerce, WooCommerce, they're really quite powerful. So don't disregard them just because they're not necessarily Shopify or something like that. But stay off Squarespace. That's what I will say, right? No Wix, no Squarespace. Just don't. It's not worth the stress. It really isn't. Hope this isn't sponsored by either of those two people. If it isn't, so sorry.
No, this is independent.
Whew. Okay.
And then our last question from Neil: discontinued product with no new equivalent. Redirect the category page of 410 the page.
So do you redirect it to the category page? Or it looks like 410 at the page, so like kill it. Top one.
I actually replied to such a question in one of the Slack channels lately, and it's interesting because many people were like having different opinions about that. But my opinion is that in like 99% of situations, I'll advise to redirect, because this page might have external links coming to this page, and if you 404 or 410 this page, it means that this page doesn't exist for Google. So all your links, all your wins that you already own, you're just like throwing them away. So I think that it's better to redirect if there is no such a product, like a similar product, than to the category that this product used to belong to.
Okay, great.
Yeah. All right. We might be out of time, so I don't want to kind of go off on
No. So what's your take on it then, Luke?
So I really like Kristina's suggestion. I think a redirect is a really good option. But I also, so that's kind of like from an SEO point of view, but then I kind of sit 50-50 between CRO and SEO and UX and all that sort of stuff. So what I would say is a really good experience, and it's not a one size fits all, but to keep the product page live. So even if the product is discontinued, it's gone, it doesn't exist anymore. Keep that product page live. Decide how long you want to keep that page in the index for. So it could be 6 months, it could be 12 months after it's kind of discontinued. And then by doing that, when people come to that page, they can then see that the product is no longer available, first of all. And second of all, you can then have the opportunity to cross-sell, upsell, give them some recommendations of other products that they might wish to go and buy. And I'll give you two really good examples of brands that do this really, really well. One is John Lewis. So if you're looking for like an old laptop, for example, all your old documentation, your reviews, your pricing, maybe or maybe not pricing, but all that sort of metadata data, the description, all that sort of good stuff, it's still there. But then they say to you, hey, this product's no longer available. How about some other items that are similar from the same brand? But also eBay. think about it. If they was to 301 redirect to categories for all of their listings that are dead, a lot of their money comes from product listings or auctions that no longer exist anymore. So you go to it, this auction is now ended, check out some other items that are similar that are ending soon or of a similar price point. And eBay's been doing that stuff for years. I've managed to dig up listings that are probably 10 plus years old that are still live on the site. And the whole idea is getting you into that eBay ecosystem and saying, yes, this super rare Pokemon card, for example, is no longer available. However, there's another one right here. Go away and buy that, you know. But it depends. Horrible answer, I know.
It depends. Well, I think we have a lot of that, but that was great. No, a lot of people have commented that, and hello to Sarah and hello to Alice as well. Thank you everyone for taking part today, Kristina and Luke. It was we had a lot of different key points and takeaways. Tomorrow we will be having Andrew Optimizee, who you mentioned earlier. Anyway, Luke, we'll have Chris Green, and Marco Bonomo. If anybody would like to take part in and be a speaker at Tea Time SEO, we do have this every day at 4 p.m. Please contact Kerry. She has been emailing you all to keep you up to date with what's happening this week. And we have a session every day this week, apart from obviously Friday, and next week as well, apart from Bank Holiday Monday. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking part.
It's been loads of fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.